now I got my bolt half melted out, and I think I'm at the frame, because when it melted it moved up because of the rust jacking.
Is that what we were hoping not to have?
Well, I already knew it had rust jacking, but it's whether or not it wrecked the frame or not. You know what? 1995. This one's a suck road. Top loss, will travel. Oh yes. Flying water. There's a peak. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic day, whatever time of the day it is. Today, it's Thursday. I don't know which Thursday, but it's Thursday. Took the day off playing hooky because the sun's shining and it's a beautiful day. And you know what? There's a saying, nobody puts baby in the corner. So even though I should be doing some stuff to go pick up Duke Kaboom, go pick up the mystery truck, I'm looking at K2 and I think it's time. I think it's time. Nobody keeps baby in the corner. So, oh yeah, and I knocked the bird feeder down because it got wet and the birds couldn't get any more food and I felt bad. So I thought if I leave it down, maybe the squirrels can clean it up. Then I'll hose it out, fill it up with some more bird feeder, with some more bird food, before the bears come out. Because when the bears come out, it's usually beginning of May. And last year, the bear came through here, knocked the feeder down, knocked another feeder down, and I don't really want to attract bears here, if you know what I mean. So, anyways, yeah, you know, got to take the bird feeder down because the bears like bird seed. Who would have thought? But check it out, K2. The floor is dry. I put this Decascent RV water soaker upper thing in, and it's worked fantastic. Haven't had any more water leaks from there with the tarp on it and closing the door all the way. But in all reality, I think leak came from the joint in that rubber. So I'm gonna pull the tarp off, touch up that joint, because I'm worried about the damage a flapping tarp could do. I mean, it's a little late now, but whatever. So let me show you guys what I'm thinking here. So this is what's kind of held me back, this rust jacking. If you can see that, you know, this truck has an insert, and the frame are rust jacked apart. Now the insert goes, how far up does it go? I think it goes up to about here to this cross member. So what I would like to do today is see if I can take these bolts out. I have a feeling they're going to be seized in there and I'm going to have to use the old torchy-warchy. But I'll grab the impact, try on doing them with the impact. And if that doesn't work, I'll break out the torch and I'll bring the hose over, just because, you know, even though the snow is melting, it's actually one of the worst times of year for starting fires, because as it dries out, the ground, there's no greeny stuff. Anyways, what I'm saying is it's dry. So, yeah, we'll bring the hose out so we don't, you know, have a little fire going. But I want to cut this fifth wheel plate off, pull it off, and see if the frame is ruined from rust jacking. Because if the frame is buggered from rust jacking, it's going to change the plan for K2. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get an impact, start pulling these off. Oh, who am I kidding? I don't think an impact's going to do it, but we'll try. And then I'll bring the torch out and try not to completely destroy everything with fire. But look at that. Save the cabovers, baby. Save the cabovers. Now I don't have a lot of faith in this working, but God hates a coward. So I'm told. Oh my gosh. I didn't expect that to turn. Huh. And it's 18 millimeter, not 3/4. So I'm gonna go get some WD-40. Maybe a guy should have a little more faith. What do you think? I think he should. So, yeah, I'm gonna get some WD-40. See if I have an 18 millimeter impact socket. It did turn. And see if I got a. Well, I know I have an 18 millimeter wrench, so maybe I'll be surprised. And there's two. Those are like 15/16, I believe. So yeah, maybe this will be a good day after all. Now I remember why I bought those metric deep sockets. So I've got my 18 millimeter. And I got some WD-40. Otherwise known as weasel piss. Yes, that's right. Because if these actually start to come off, we need all the help we can get, so. Okay. Holy Jiminy. Ah! Who would have guessed it? That's a heck of a lot easier than using the torch. Somebody used Never Sees on this many, many years ago. I thank you. So much easier. I guess you can't win them all. There's probably a whole bunch of tension on that because this crossbar is here and you see how it's bowed. So I'm guessing there's tension. I hope the frame is not buggered, because if it is, then we need a different plan. Fuel tank bracket is wow. Wow! fuel tank brackets off. Something I didn't think about though is the cab mount is behind the front fuel tank bracket, so when it came loose, that came down about an inch or so. So I'm gonna have to jack the cab back up on this side and put a bolt in to hold it, because I still want to be able to tip the cab. Woo-hoo-hoo. And yeah, there's a hole in this air tank. I'll show you guys. That's the type of monsters that are hiding, like that was hiding behind this this bracket. So that air tank is toast. These bolts are kind of seized, so we're gonna break out the old torch, do a little hot knifing, and these big ones at the back, I'm gonna hit those with the torch as well, because I can't the one over there, I can't turn it with my big impact, and I can't get in there, so I'm gonna cut the head off and pound it out with a punch. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. It's a beautiful day. I got little birds here. I got the birds singing. Where did I put my stuff? Oh, it's on the other side. Oh, I guess it's right there. It's a little chilly out. So I got my beanie on. Beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in our neighborhood. Beautiful day. Ow. I need some new welding goggles, or pardon me, I need cutting torch goggles or a new elastic for it. Oh, thank goodness Dad's torch has a long hose. That's all I gotta say. Up if I tried to start it with the acetylene. Woo! This is kind of my offhand. Ow. Okay. I've got, I had to take the chain off because it was wrapped over the top. Still got to get that little sucker out. It's been a bugbear. And I got two in the back, so I'm going to lift the back of the frame up and hopefully drive that last remaining bolt out. Now we can see if this frame is toast or not. or if it's bacon and eggs. I should have known better. You know what we need? Bigger tractor. And some blocks. Plan dos. We need blocks. Then I can jack this up, but see if it moves. Oh yeah! Side's moving. That's the one that's got the bolt still bolty. I think there's just a little corner hanging on, so I'm just gonna zip that off. For Pete's sakes. Wow, you can hear it moving. That's wild. I don't know if you could hear that, guys, but as I heated up that bolt, you could hear it moving. Quite interesting. It's amazing how much force rust jacking has. Come on, baby. If this frame isn't pooched, I'll be surprised. It's actually lifted up already. So yeah, I'm gonna have to melt that. Give it a little torch out. That's fine though. Just don't nick the frame. Although, somebody did this to the frame and that's a big no-no. So, it's got me huffing. So I took the taillight bar off. Let's face it, it's gonna get a new one anyways. Didn't cut the wires though. So the crappy part is it's probably going to push down into the dirt, but I think I'll jack it up as much as I can, then try and block it up at the front, and jack it up again. I think this jack doesn't have a very long travel, which is a stinker. Yeah, I just have 2 left.
Have you had to do this for many?
No.
Is that normal?
Yeah. Okay, let's see if that works. Yep.
I still see it. It's not out.
Just got to give it some ooga. Maybe a little more ooga. When I was a kid, it was put vice grips on it or water pump pliers and hold this while Dad nailed it with a big sledgehammer.
No, thank you.
It's already started to move. Ooh. Close, but no cigar. I know. Got my bolt half melted out, and I think I'm at the frame, because when it melted it moved up because of the rust jacking.
Is that what we were hoping not to have?
Well, I already knew it had rust jacking, but it's whether or not it wrecked the frame or not. There.
Yay!
Ha! Ha! Look at all this. That is the devil. Rust jacking. So I have to unhook this little air line and then pry this bad boy off. Maybe I could even lift it with a tractor.
Do you still have a bolt here?
Yeah.
But really, if you lift that side, can't you just shift it this way?
Yes. I know some might think that's a bit shifty, but Okay, let's grab a screwdriver, aka chip and hammer. I'll pull you guys off of here. Let's take a look. So it's not, I don't see any holes. I don't see any holes on the top flange on this side, but look at how thick that is. Wow. So this side, there's that, I didn't nick the frame, thank goodness. That's that bugbear one. We'll have to deal with that. That frame actually looks good. This side, what about this side? Look at all this rust jacking though. Wow. Look at that. Just unreal. But I don't see any holes. So that is fantastic. But when you look at this, look at that. So you know what that means? All this has to come out. We have to pull this insert out, which means we have to completely pull the suspension and rear ends out. But the good news is we got meat on our rails, and we just have to pull our inserts out. That is good news. So I wonder, well, I'll get a chisel and we'll chisel this off. But like I was saying, guys, I saw a truck at the wreckers the one time, and it actually had holes in this top plate where the rust jacking rusted through. And I mean, this is, it's pretty dang close. Look at all that, my gosh. Ugly, ugly, ugly. This has only got 1/4-inch frame rails. But you know what this means? I think it's savable. I think she's savable, boys. Got a lot more work ahead of me, but this is great news. And this, I gotta cut this off. This is bad news. Good news is the insert goes under it, but never, ever, ever, never, ever weld on your top flange. And don't drill holes in it. Don't drill holes in it. Don't weld on it. Just don't do it. You can drill here. You can drill here all you want, but not here. And you can't weld here. You can't weld on here anywhere. Where you can weld is back here. Because back here, behind the suspension, doesn't matter because it doesn't flex. But up here, that's a no-no. Oh, well, that feels good. Hey, Andrea?
I missed the verdict.
The verdict is it looks savable because we don't see holes here. Severe rust jacking, yes, but there's
Like that, it's gone.
Yeah.
Now it's beautiful.
Except there's rust jacking here. That's rust jacking right there. Because that's the frame and that's the insert, and then it rusts and that's all a
Mess.
so that means every one of these bolts has to come out. Everyone.
Wow, that sucks. For you.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Kids are messaging me.
Oh, and it's my oldest son Cooper's 19th birthday today, so I won't be working too late because, I mean, we're going to have pizza and ice cream cake. And I can't believe he's 19. And why is he not out here helping me?
Because he doesn't like trucks.
He doesn't like trucks. Oh, well. I guess we can't all love trucks, eh? Anyways, I'm going to keep at it, clean up my mess, and see how far we can get today. Success! Ah, that looks better. Ooh, there's more stuff in there. So yeah, the insert comes to right here. So I think I'll leave these two bolts in and this cross member for now to keep it together. Drive lines in there. Maybe I think I just got to start ripping bolts apart. If you look at these aluminum plates that were here, man alive, look at that corrosion. Just crazy. Crazy, crazy. That's why aluminum and steel just does not mix. But anyways, we could shim them out with steel ones or whatever. And I left that fuel tank bracket there. I think I'd like to take the exhaust off so I can take the fairings off. I want to leave, I don't know if you guys, oh yeah, I can see it. I want to leave this bracket for the cab jack so that I can jack the cab up, because it's all still hooked up. And yeah, take these fairings off because they're corroded through and I don't like them. I'm sorry, but I don't. So I'm gonna take them off. That a lot of these bolts are coming out with Mikey Milwaukee. Bertha, I don't know, what do you call it? Oh. Much better. I am pooped out. But I gotta take this wheel and tire off. A little sketchy. Well guys, what do you think? I think I got a little bit accomplished. I got that off. This fuel tank strap, I'm leaving it on because the cab mount is on it. Although, I think, well, no, I'll put a bolt in the other one and then I'll take it off. Interesting fun fact, the cab guard, somebody drilled a hole through that cross member. Yeah, pretend I didn't see that. This cross member is now undone. I just have to take it apart. I've got all the bolts out of the side of the frame up to that center cross member. And, you know, this truck, it's got some rust corrosion there. But, you know what? I think these diffs are probably good enough to reuse again, because that's the only real bad spot. I'll have to clean this and make sure it hasn't been patched. But if you look at the back diff, somebody did the back diff not long before it was parked. I mean, look at that. That was a new breather. These are brand new bolts. So yeah. Yep. That even looks like a new shock. So, although that housing is different because you can see the mount's been air arced off. So it probably rusted out and someone got a different housing at the wrecker. But hey, if it works, it works. But pulled the wheel off the other side so I could get these back bolts. I'll do this one too. But I'm pushing myself a little hard right now where you're getting stumbly bumbly, and that's when it's time to quit, because you know what, that's when you can get hurt. So we don't want that. This is a fun project. But I am so happy Andrew was picking some of this rust jacking out, and this rail's looking like it could be savable. like it's savable. So we'll pull this insert out. Hopefully that rust jacking doesn't go any further in there. Funny thing is, a lot of these bolts actually came out with the big impact. And that's the beauty of these big Milwaukees, I tell you, with all that torque. I'll clean this off, but I'll do that later. Thankfully, it's only 2 holes here, and we will be putting an insert back in it, so that's fine. These bags are toast. Look at that. It's rotted out. Rotted out. She's learning, guys. She's learning. And yeah, I think in another episode I'll tackle taking the exhaust off. And yeah, my plan is to peel the frame back, tip the cab forward, pressure wash everything, degrease it, and you know, get it so I can tip the cab forward. I'll have to make sure that the rear diffs are tied to the frame so you don't tip the cab forward and it goes bloop. But yeah, because I don't know how heavy that cab is, but it's probably heavy enough to lift these rails up. Maybe not. I don't know. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think of Project K2. What should we put in for power? Should we go with another 440 Cummins? I think I might know where there is one. We're going to go take a look at it. And it's in a Western Star, so maybe we can do a will it start video. Or should I hold out, try and get a cat? I don't really know a lot about cats. And you know what? The Cummins guys have been treating me so good to where kind of makes me like Cummins, you know? I don't know. But anyways, guys, leave a note in the comments. What should we do with K2? Thanks for watching. Till the next one. Peace out. Later. Oh yeah, and I'm going to go have pizza and birthday cake and sit in my chair and relax. So hope you guys have a good night. Talk to you later, or a good day, depending what time it is, you know, or ladies. This is where I'm digging myself a hole. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Okay, I'm going. Honestly, I'm gonna go now. Look at this mess I got. Look at that hole. Okay, now I'm gonna go.